No. No, there's no brands. Besides, like, the team logos.
Welcome to episode 8, 9, up there.
It's week 8, so it should be episode 9.
It is. All right, cool.
Boom. Picks. Finally broke even.
How'd you do? What do we get?
I picked the Chiefs. You picked the Broncos.
Disastrous move.
Hopefully Mahomes comes back.
3 weeks.
Yeah. I keep hearing...
It'll be sooner. I mean, it was best case scenario with the MRI, best case scenario with the X-rays. I mean...
I guess he was doing a bunch of rehab, like, over the weekend, bunch of pool workouts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Low impact, I assume. Just...
And when your body is as physically built as most of these players are, your recovery time is usually expedited compared to the rest of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Like, Drew Brees is going to be back a couple weeks sooner than they thought. He'll be back for week 10.
Let's take a timeout. Let's finish the picks, and then let's talk about what the Saints do there.
All right.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs will be fine, though. I think they can, like, lean on the running game. They'll do some like, backfield voodoo stuff and just call a good game, a smart game. They got a great coach, and
They're
they'll
playing
make it
the
work.
Packers, though. Packers are 6-1.
Okay, well, I mean, not against the Packers. Against the Packers, but
It's going to look like they're going to lose because they don't have Mahomes, but, I mean, they're playing a very strong Packers team, and the Chiefs don't have a strong defense against the run game.
What's their record right now?
The Chiefs?
Yeah.
4-2?
4-2?
No, that's good. Not right. That's good more than that. 5-2.
So, let's say they go. Do you think 2-1 while he's gone? Excuse me. What's their upcoming schedule?
Well, I know Green Bay is going to be tough. Then they play the Vikings. Then they play the Titans. So it's not like it's an easy schedule coming up for them.
Titans are hit or miss, man. They're kind of a joke.
The Vikings are getting going, though.
Vikings offense has been the best in the league over the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, so it's especially when you got Dalvin Cook running the ball and Kansas City can't stop a run game.
I think the major issue is Kansas City. Yeah, Kansas City's defense. They can't stop the pass. They can't stop the run. Like, if Mahomes goes out, he puts up 35 points a game.
And his defense puts up 34.
Yeah, that's
how they win.
That's how they win. Second game. Do you want to talk about it, or?
You know what? Lamar Jackson was Lamar Jackson.
Man,
he's doing well. What I did notice, though, is if that team didn't have Lamar Jackson, they would not be anywhere near as good as they are. They had no one catching. They had no good running. It was the Lamar Jackson show coming into town. And it was basically kind of like watching a young Russell running around, making shit happen just because he's the caliber that he is.
Russell never ran like that. He's... And 3rd and 10, runs for 50 yards. 3rd and 10, runs for 20 yards. What are we doing?
And the Seahawks don't have a necessarily great defense. He's just got no one to throw to.
He's too fast to even have a quarterback spy.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. He'll just beat him.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner, great guy, can't catch Lamar Jackson.
4th and 1, though? Was it 4th and 1? They go for it, 7-yard touchdown. How is there a hole that he can just cut through? Boom. And I mean,
we're the Legion of Oomph, not Boom anymore.
I don't even know if it's oomph. And Russell Wilson's first pick of the season.
Yeah.
Could ask for better. Like maybe a 50-50 ball or deep end zone, just a little bit underthrown. That was like, oh, here.
Yeah, and then DK Metcalf, you got to hold on to that. If you're wearing that suit there as a mouth guard, you got to be better than dropping a fumble and giving the other team a fumble recovery touchdown.
Well, and I mean there was a lot of passes. Russell was obviously off, but I mean he wasn't connecting with anyone. Not connecting with anyone.
Metcalf was a non-factor. Lockett seemed to be a non-factor. Carson barely got going for any significant runs.
Yeah. Yeah. We can't have two in a row, right? Because the 49ers are still rolling.
49ers are rolling. We'll talk to that in a second too. We'll finish.
Eagles, Cowboys.
Yeah, I told you last video what was going to happen. Sunday night, primetime TV, Cowboys at home, Cowboys don't disappoint.
Well,
What happened?
the real disappointing thing is the Eagles just aren't that great either. There's a lot of just mediocre 8-8 teams this year.
You know, I got to say, the Eagles, yes, their receiving core is highly depleted right now with injuries, but
It's got Jeffries.
and they got Aguilar,
Yeah.
and Ertz, who's again a non-factor.
Yeah, so what are you doing?
No, their main wide receivers are injured. So they got no, most of their backups and subs are third and practice trigger guys. My
Yeah.
biggest thing was, I understand Wentz is a good quarterback, but
Is he?
in the past 3 years, who was the quarterback that basically took you to a final, made you win, get you playoffs? I'm not saying he should be the starter. I'm just saying Nick Foles was that big influence there, and I was very surprised. I know Wentz is more of a franchise quarterback, and Foles is now playing a backup, but when you have a guy
Foles
come
is-
in and win,
Foles is hurt. He got traded.
yeah,
But he was the starting quarterback there. Right?
he
I don't agree with that decision either because I thought Nick Foles was. Wentz is not playing that good.
no, and
When
I
does
never
he ever
thought
play that good?
I never thought he did play that good.
No,
I thought Foles consistently played better than him, not
middle
all-star, but he put the pieces together the right way.
of the pack quarterback, 100%. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, the Eagles went the wrong way on that one, and it's probably going to come back to haunt them here. They're probably going to go back down the ladder into the non-playoff teams.
Yeah, well, when you're middle of the pack like that, you can get stuck just riding out 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8.
Yeah,
It's tough
and
to
one
make a
and two
change,
players
right?
is not going to happen. You got to
No.
make splashes. You got to do something.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a great game. And then another not so great game.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, we both picked it right, but Patriots just dummy the Jets, 33-0. 5 interceptions for Sam Darnold. Most of them were just little lob ups to the end zone.
He had no line helping him. Like, that kid had 2
Wow.
seconds, maybe.
The best offensive
Every
line,
throw.
in the NFL is not going to stop those blitzes that they're throwing.
No.
But like that defense,
And they
is
weren't even
high
throwing
level.
blitzes in the first half. You listen to those commentators, and they said everything correct. You're going to go into half, talk about what just happened, and Belichick's going to have a second half plan that looks nothing like the first half, and you're not even going to get close to coming.
Every time they were in scoring position, he threw a little, like a lob pass.
Yeah.
When you see other quarterbacks throw those passes in the back line of the end zone, it's a bullet 10 feet in the air. If you don't catch it, nobody's catching it.
Yeah, it's going through the back.
Plain and simple. I've never seen anyone let Deontay
And they've
Poe.
got Golden Tate and Le'Veon Bell that can both catch a hard ball back there.
Do you know that? Do you know the play I'm talking about? Deontay Poe comes in, he's doing his little fist, wildcat for the Chiefs, big defensive lineman. And he goes like he's going to run, and then
Yes.
basketballs it over. That's what his throws looked like, except they weren't trick plays. It was him running for his life off his back foot. Just bad decisions.
I mean, the kid comes back from having mono for a couple weeks and does well in his first game, and then gets to go right up against Patriots on Monday Night Football. That's a recipe for disaster. That's giving Bill Belichick an easy win and a trip to the candy store there.
What are they right now? 1-6?
The Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing great. 1-5.
1-5. So they were 1-4 going into last night, and they were saying it was like a breath of fresh air having them come back. It's one game.
Well, it is better than Trevor Siemian and the other third stringer they had playing.
Plus or minus 5 wins for them this year.
Yeah, I think when I picked the Jets out there, I had them at 3-13 on the year.
Yeah, and you're probably going to be fucking spot on.
Yeah, my New England pick was 15-1, so we'll see how it goes.
Why are you so good at that? But then when it comes to like the fantasy pool we're in for pick 'em, you're dropping the ball.
I put Miami at 4-12. So, which leads into the next topic.
No, we got to do this week's picks.
Oh, fuck. That's what I mean. It's leading.
Dude, episode 9. We still can't figure it out. Redskins
I only have
Vikings.
10 subscribers, which
Yeah.
means if you've made it this far, please like and subscribe to the video.
All of those are bots.
Don't care.
No, it counts. Redskins Vikings.
Vikings. I'm not even gonna.
No,
I don't care if we partner
yeah,
up on that one. That's a.
I'm not gonna try and be an idiot. I'm taking the Vikings. Seahawks Falcons. Battle of the Birds.
Yeah, Seahawks. That's
Well,
not even gonna be a.
We know we're both
Matt
doing
Ryan's got an
Seahawks.
ankle injury. He's questionable to play.
Packers Chiefs.
Packers. Chiefs are at home in Arrowhead, but I'm saying the Packers, they're on such a roll right now, they're going to roll right through the Chiefs.
Well, here's the real issue. You know what? I'm gonna take that pick too. I can't do it.
Can't go against it. Well, the next one's going to be interesting.
You've heard it here first. The Miami Dolphins will beat the Pittsburgh Steelers
Steal my picks.
Monday night.
Monday Night Football, Dolphins Steelers. It's a tune-in game.
Woo!
Grab some popcorn. Tell the kids to go to bed. Holy fuck.
Dolphins. I'll write my name down.
I'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers with a 14.5 point spread. Holy fuck.
Oh man.
And flipping back through the rest of them. Packers, 4.5 point spread. Minnesota, 16 point spread over the Redskins. That's almost one that,
They're not.
fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've been lighting it up, but that's hard to cover.
That's
16 points. Like,
fucked.
look, Seattle. Maybe I've seen the wrong game. Are they even on here?
Seattle is not on here at the moment. They may have taken them off for bets at the moment.
It could be they're a wash.
It's one of those, they're not going to put the bets out until they know the status of Matt Ryan.
Oh, those bastards. Yeah.
If Matt Ryan is good to go, there'll be one stat. If he's not good to go, it's going to be a completely the other way loop, and
Yeah, I think Seattle wins either way.
I do too.
Boom! I mean, I can only get one up on you, but
And it's not the worst pick in the world. I mean, betting sites are not always right. 14.5 points is...
well, they're
I mean, if you're going to choose the Dolphins, you might as well put money on the 14.5 point spread, but...
but I mean that kind of helps them out, right? Like Pittsburgh has to win by 14 points for 15 points for you to win money.
If you do the point spread, yeah.
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 I don't know. I just
If I chose the Dolphins for a straight up win, put $50 down, I win $350.
I should do it.
$50 on the Dolphins to win.
You know what we should start
Of
doing?
all the games
We
that the Dolphins could win this year, this is a potential.
Come on now.
Just because
Nope. They play the Jets.
then they play the Jets, that's a potential win. Colts, no. Bills again, no. Browns,
Shouldn't
let's
be.
hope no.
Yeah.
Eagles, no. Jets again.
Possible. Oh no, there it is.
Giants,
Last game of the season.
Bengals,
Won it.
Patriots.
2-15. 2-15. Beat the Steelers. Beat the Patriots.
Let's see. What did I say here again? I chose Miami at 4-12.
So they beat the Jets twice. They beat Steelers and they beat the Patriots. Because the Patriots will play random people they find on the street by then.
I had Miami beating the Chargers, which didn't happen. I had Miami beating the Redskins, which didn't happen. I thought Miami will beat the Jets next week. And they'll beat the Bills, which that was preseason.
Yeah, you're a little bit off.
This
on
is
the Bills.
wrong.
A little bit off. The Bills were actually really good.
I picked up the Bills wide receiver there. He got me 20 points on fantasy this week. Can't complain there.
I can.
I think you want to keep that open for this next topic that you brought up, though. What's more likely?
I don't need to keep it open.
All right.
I already can't. Well, here's what it is. Patriots, 49ers, 16-0. Miami Dolphins, Cincinnati Bengals, 0-16. Which of those four is more likely?
So, as we just saw here, the Bengals are playing the Dolphins.
Yes,
So there is a potential for one of those two teams to go 16-0.
Oh, yeah, 0-16.
0-16, sorry.
My thoughts, even though I just made that stupid pick, are that the Bengals should have a better chance at a win. At certain times, they've looked not terrible this year. I mean,
They've still got Andy Dalton throwing, and Dalton, I would say, is better than Fitzmagic.
I think the issue is with the Dolphins, they can just throw John Ross on streaks. Like, the Bengals could just Hail Mary the whole game away.
Yeah, because they're not penetrating the line.
No, I think they're the next level of bad. I don't think the 49ers are going 16-0.
So here's the Bengals' upcoming schedule. Bengals go Rams, Ravens, Raiders, Steelers, Jets, Browns, Patriots, Dolphins, Browns. So they play the Browns twice. There's a potential to go 1-1 in those games because the Browns are looking like complete trash again. The Ravens and the Rams and the Raiders are not going to go in the Bengals' favor. The Jets could be an interesting one to watch. Patriots and Steelers. Steelers could be interesting, but Rudolph might be back by then.
Let's give their one shiny hope is playing the Dolphins.
Or the Jets.
Or the Jets.
You think-
The Jets are... I mean...
Bengals are at home for that game, too.
That's probably
The
pretty...
Dolphins game is in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, the Jets are bad. I think it's... Like, it makes it worse that we watched that game last night, but... So... If I'm going to choose one...
Based on schedules?
And I'm going to choose one both ways. I'm saying it's way more likely for New England to go 16-0.
Oh, we haven't looked at the schedules yet.
Doesn't matter.
Here, choose the 0-16 team first.
0-16, I'm going Dolphins. Even though I just picked them to win, that's for funsies. And I think
I gotta say,
Dolphins can
looking
go
at the
0-16.
schedule, 0-15 or 0-16 is going to be the Dolphins because the Bengals have a better chance than the Dolphins do against the Jets and against the Dolphins.
I think it comes down to that game.
It'll come down to this game, second last of the season.
Yeah.
16-0 teams. There's 2 undefeated teams left.
If we're going more likely, do we even need to look?
So let's take a look here. 49ers schedule goes Panthers, Cardinals, Seahawks, Cardinals. So 2 easy Cardinals wins. Packers, Ravens, Saints, Falcons, Rams, Seahawks. 2 Seahawks games. There's
Seahawks, those are going to be close games just based on like the division, the conference.
Saints, Ravens.
The Saints are unreal.
Yeah,
We got to talk about that after. The Ravens, I just feel like the 49ers defense is so good. Maybe Lamar Jackson can't go off.
We thought
we
that
don't
maybe in Seattle would be able to hold them. We weren't even
We're the
close
Legion.
to holding them.
We're the Legion of.
Rams, I think that's going to be a comeback game for the Rams, but it's not going to be great.
I think the 49ers lose to the Packers. I think, like we keep saying, we were way off on Aaron Rodgers.
You get Aaron Rodgers in the zone.
He's that bad man again.
I thought that young coach was going to really fuck around with him.
No, they are. So I think they lose to the Packers. I think the Saints are legit with Breeze or without him.
Which is a very scary thought. They even won without Kamara on the weekend.
Bridgewater's 5-0.
Kamara was not playing on the weekend, and look what happened.
And then
Scary.
I think they got to split one of the games with Seattle. And they've already beat the Rams. I think that season series is going to be a split too. So I think they have 3 or 4 losses. I still, like 12-4 is is in a round where they.
Better than I saw them going. I saw them going 7-9. So I thought Jimmy back from injury. They don't have too many offensive targets. They weren't going to go anywhere. But
that defense is the real deal.
Breaking news today. Speaking of offensive targets for the 49ers. Hello, Emmanuel Sanders. Jimmy's now got someone to throw to. An experienced wide receiver.
Okay, let's pick your team. 16-0. Who's more likely?
Patriots.
Yeah.
100%. There's.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I don't think either of them will.
No.
But I think it's more likely.
But here's the crazy thing. Both teams that were thinking of going 16-0 both picked up brand new shiny wide receivers today.
Yeah.
49ers, Emmanuel Sanders, just picked up today, born in 1987. That would make him 32.
Boom.
Young guy, right in his prime, probably a couple years left, but it gives an experienced receiver for Jimmy to throw to, someone who's good at route running, used to get throws from Peyton Manning, and
It's not that young.
it's not that young, but he's
But
a guy
he's experienced guy.
that can help lead that receiving core to greatness.
Who do they have right now? Kittle. They throw to a tight end or they run it.
Tight end, and even the runner is a rookie.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Yeah, I heard a bunch of talk about this morning, that this was a guy that they might be able to go after and pick up, and it made sense for him.
it was either him or Ross with the Bengals, and the Bengals had said blatantly they are not willing to part with it.
No, because he could still be a breakout. He could be Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, and I don't think Dalton makes it maybe past the end of the season or into next year. I think they're going to quarterback shop.
You think he goes somewhere this backup?
I think either that or I think Miami makes a stupid decision or something like that. But here's your wide receivers for San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, but I mean, other than Emmanuel Sanders, you got a whole bunch of people there that haven't been jumping off the sheet.
No. So I mean,
So scary defense and now a new
Offense is getting
offensive
better.
target.
do you think they make any more moves? I think they're probably just going to ride that defense into the promised land at this point.
I think it's one of those kind of like the Flames last year. When you got a good team going and you really haven't done too much to it, and there's no reason to do anything to it, why would you do anything to it? Ride it. You got a whole bunch of young guys you've got for a little bit longer of a period of time. Garoppolo's there for God knows how long. Ride it. See what you got. If you fail in the playoffs, at least you know what you need to do for next year. But you've got a team that's going to be a top 4 playoff contender. So
At this point,
see what you got.
if they go 5-5 the rest of the way, if they go 500 for the rest of their games, they're an 11-5 playoff team.
Yeah, which is going to be a top 4. And those fans are rowdy. Those fans will get behind their team no matter what now.
Yeah, no, just ride that defense.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. They're really good. Their defense is really good.
And then there is the other team that has gone undefeated.
6-0 Patriots.
Holy crap. They decide to pick up another nice, shiny player today in Mohamed Sanu. So now their receiving core is going to be Edelman, Sanu, with Gordon and Dorsett coming in there, and it's going to be scary.
The scary part is Jacoby Myers is starting to get Brady's trust. They said it all last night on the broadcast. He threw him a couple balls that looked like they could have been easy drops. He reached out for a couple. He made some plays. He seems like they might have got something. And, of course, leave it to the Patriots to pick up someone undrafted and
Turn him into a star.
He's a superstar.
Yeah.
But it's that makes them so good.
So now they've got 2 targets. So it was Edelman, and Edelman has been injured. Gordon has been injured. They've been on and off the injury list going into games. They needed another target for someone to throw to. Otherwise, they're just going to keep these little run games. Brady's going to go occasionally 3 and out, but he doesn't care with the defense showing up like they have been.
Oh, their defense. They're best defense in the NFL.
if you're looking at teams and why they're winning, the 2 undefeated teams is not because of great offenses this year.
Defense wins championships.
Defense wins championships.
Everyone's been saying that shit forever. That's exactly why Seattle won a championship.
That's
Legion of
100%. Yeah. I mean, Russell, great quarterback. Garoppolo, good quarterback.
Brady,
Sucks. I
the
mean,
GOAT.
yeah. So, great quarterbacks, but if you got no targets and you still got a good defense, you're going places.
The scary thing is, it might be one of the best defenses ever.
Mohamed Sanu is 30 years old.
Yeah, a little bit younger.
But he is coming from an experienced team. He's coming from the Falcons. He's had Matt Ryan thrown to him, so he's it's not like he's had rookie passes. He's had good numbers. So now he's going basically from experienced guy to experienced guy. It's going to be interesting to see this.
The Packers should sit Edelman out for a week.
Let him get all healthy.
He's got a rib injury.
Yeah.
He looks like he's in pain every time he goes down, every time he runs, every time he goes to make a catch.
It's got to be because he's been their only target. So this is why they brought in Sanu. Edelman's the only real threat,
Wait, you're 6-0. Give him a break.
especially with a new target coming in.
No.
And it won't take Sanu at 30 years, experienced quarterback to experienced quarterback, long to pick up anything.
Oh,
He'll be playing on the weekend.
But they'll feed him in there some easy routes, like different terminology.
Yeah, there'll be some crossing routes.
But-
There'll be the
A post is a post. Comeback route, whatever you call it. Like-
if you look at how the Patriots do it, it's a lot of simple offense,
Oh, they're not forcing it downfield.
a lot of short passes. But you know what?
Well, I think they always maybe have a deep route available, but Brady is just so smart. He just takes what he can get. Here's 4 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards.
It's really easy to be a good quarterback when you have 5-10 seconds in the pocket to make a pass.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't have to run for his life. If they do get pressure, he has to shuffle.
Yeah.
And I'm good again. Yeah, no, they're
Anything else happening at the NFL trade deadline on October 29th? You see anything else happening? I think there could be some more quarterback moves. As to what we said last week, Cam Newton is not playing this weekend.
Cam Newton's gone.
Yeah. As we mentioned earlier, Breeze is probably going to be back for week 10. They play this weekend, they have a week off, and then they're thinking Breeze will be back.
Okay, this is what I wanted to bring up.
But,
Not to cut you off.
no.
I don't think Breeze is jumping right back into the starting job. If Bridgewater goes 6-0 and he wins again this week, and I mean they look legit.
Yeah.
With him at quarterback, Breeze is 44, 43. It's clear right now where the future should be for that team. And if he's say
Breeze is 40.
if he can go 6-0 and then Breeze comes back, do you take out a 6-0 quarterback on that kind of role?
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater is 26 years old. I thought he was older than that, flipping around as much as he had.
I think he plays until he loses.
I don't want to say, Breeze, you're done, but
No,
he's not done. But
I picked the Saints to win the Super Bowl and for Breeze to ride off into the sunset. Teddy Bridgewater is making that look real possible.
Teddy Bridgewater is making a transition from Breeze to the unknown. Look like New Orleans is going to be the team to watch in the future.
Like, they're a good team. They have all the right parts. They've had a good head coach forever.
No one thought Bridgewater was going to be like this.
I didn't think. They're 5-0.
Soon to be 6-0.
Who did they play? Did we already? Was that one of our picks? No.
The New Orleans Saints are playing the Chicago Bears with Mitch Trubisky's second game back from injury in
That
Chicago.
defense is tough. So here we go. We'll find out what happens.
The defense is tough, but they are injured.
Is Khalil Mack injured?
Hicks is injured.
No, doesn't matter. Khalil Mack's playing. It's a tough game up front.
Yeah, but if you know the one person you got to block, you can double team them, and that'll be it.
You know that's not true.
I know it's not true.
Khalil Mack.
Yeah, linebacker is hurt, defensive tackle hurt, defensive end hurt, offensive tackle hurt, another defensive back. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Saints, Teddy Bridgewater has been a big surprise, and I really,
I'm happy for him.
I don't think they put Breeze back in until he loses. It would be,
You shatter the guy's confidence, first off.
it'd be
I
a
mean,
silly move.
it is Breeze's job.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
He didn't necessarily lose it, but
I would.
Bridgewater is definitely putting up a fight for.
I'm not saying Breeze lost its job. I'm saying Teddy Bridgewater took it.
Now, how
Until
dumb
he
is it that the
loses.
Jets didn't sign Bridgewater when they had it in camp?
Well, how much of it is? Well, they had their guy. That's plain and simple. They think Darnold's the future.
But if they were going to have a backup, why wouldn't they keep Bridgewater instead of Simeon?
Maybe they couldn't afford him. Also, I'm glad that didn't happen because then Bridgewater.
I don't think he would have had as much success as he's having now. He is surrounded by a really great group of pieces. He's got Cook on the tight end to throw to. He's got Thomas going down. He's got Kamara to hand off to. I mean,
Kamara is one of the best players in the league all around.
just solid.
Like, unbelievable. Catch the ball, throw the ball.
Injured this week and they still win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think, and I want Drew Brees to come back. If the Seattle Seahawks aren't going to win the Super Bowl, which I don't think they are,
No,
give it to the Saints.
but we might make the playoffs, which we did predict.
Yeah. But, I mean, I want Brees to win the Super Bowl, and then, I mean, will he come back? You've done everything.
You set the records. You're 40 years old. You got all the money you need.
Beautiful family,
Face
young
of that
kids,
city.
young kids.
Do you want to go in there and get hurt, or do you want to transition into a quarterback coach role like he's going to do? I can see Drew Brees, quarterback coach, offensive coach, head coach. I could see
TV.
him do everything. He'll do TV first because you need that. You need
Yeah.
a break from being on the field.
Monday night guy, Thursday night guy, get in there.
Yeah, but I think
Another Tony Romo. I mean, Tony Romo's the best person doing it right now.
better than Tony Romo, he's going to get back on the field in a coaching job. I don't think Romo is going to hop in right away.
Not sure if he wants to. He seems to be enjoying just watching the
I
game.
think Brees is the guy that's going to. He'll be a coach.
He can, and he should.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they take it all the way, I think that team makes a transition. I think they bring in young, or maybe even not a young guy.
Andy Dalton is
So
the new
that,
backup.
yeah, I was gonna say bring in Andy Dalton to back up Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's just see here. He agreed to a 2-year deal worth $50 million. So he's got this year, and when was that? That was last year. Oh, so this was last year on the 2-year, $50 million deal.
Well, here's another. You heard it here first on this podcast. That won't happen. Brees retires. Week 1. Teddy Bridgewater, starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints next year. Defending Super Bowl champs.
I'm not saying that's impossible because that's a better than likely chance that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, switching sports over to one of our loyal viewers, which you'll now call the segment Doug's Corner. CFL. Zach Caleros, picked up by Winnipeg, is taking all the first team reps in practice. It looks like he's going to play. Thoughts?
He's having a rough go of his career.
He was doing okay for a while. And then what happened?
He was doing okay in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Then he big timed me like
Then-
a prick.
Then
in a
he
random bar.
timed you. For everyone at home that doesn't understand,
I went to Hamilton on a work trip. Got hammered. Who walks in but the Hamilton Tiger Cats? I'm not even a fan.
big Stamps fans.
I just respect the game. I'm a CFL fan. I walk over, I'm polite, say, hey, I don't want to bother you, I just want to shake your hand. I'm a football fan. He goes like this. Cool, man.
Doesn't even turn around. I'm not saying that you shouldn't turn around to shake Ryan's hand,
Any
Where's
fan.
your career now?
Any fan. No, I mean, starting quarterback for the Saskatchewan Roughriders to start the year, like first play of the season, goes down with a concussion. They obviously have their man because their backup who's stepped up, it's not there. He's a good quarterback. Ricky Fajardo.
He's played for Toronto, Hamilton, Saskatchewan, now Winnipeg.
Yep. Yeah, he's had a rough go. But I mean, Winnipeg's in second place in the Western Conference. They're going to be a playoff team, bringing a guy that has some experience. They were a good team. He was a good quarterback. He is a good quarterback. Shake my fucking hand and look at me in the face. No, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm not sure.
All right, well, it looks like we're running long again with this video that we thought we had no material for. Flames game tonight against Washington.
Flames just got to keep it rolling.
It's going to be a tight one. I think it's going to be hard hitting. I don't know if we're going to win it, but we need to show up to the game. We can't lose this one 5-1, 5-2. We got to make this a 1-goal game.
We win this 5-1.
If we win this 5-1, I'll be happy. Holtby is playing, not their other goaltender, which has been doing really well off the hop.
Who?
Washington's backup.
Who is it?
It's a new rookie goaltender.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was someone that was like a guy that I should have known.
No.
But maybe I should know. While you're looking that up, you do anything? You got anything fun to talk about over the weekend or what?
I watched all the NFL games this weekend.
Oh yeah, you got
Not some.
You got an NFL Sunday ticket.
All the NFL games this weekend.
That's fun, man.
It was great. I was flipping. It was, yeah. What'd you do this weekend? Did you go hunting again?
Yep. No,
Catch anything?
Went walking with a gun.
Ooh.
I love hiking. Apparently, I love to hike.
There you go. Ilya Samsonov.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, 97 born, so that means he's 22 years old. He's been playing really well, apparently. So what I was hearing was at the end of the season, they're going to have an interesting conversation about what they want to do with their goaltenders, with hopefully being an unrestricted free agent.
Well, Holtby has already almost lost his career
Yeah,
and
it's-
dragged it back in a playoff run. So, if this kid's legit, I don't know. Maybe Holtby.
kind of like Riddick comes in, wows the people, and earns himself a starting job, and actually becomes a goaltender. That's why scouting goalies is such a hard profession, is because you can't.
Yeah, but goalies go from like, look at Devin Dubnyk.
Oh my god.
He wasn't shit, and then all of a sudden, I think I'll challenge for the Vezina.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Gibson and
Gibson
LA.
is exactly the same. He went nothing, plays on a shitty team last year, and is their all-star pick, and he's unbelievable.
phenomenal goaltender.
Yeah.
Anything else to end out the video?
No, I think that's about it. It's too long now anyways.
Alright. Canada beat Nigeria in cricket.
Boom.